Hey, many fish. It is the 25th of July, 2017. And I'm looking here over at Jerusalem. And so far, the last day or so, it's pretty peaceful over there. Nobody's dying. They're taking down the metal detectors, and they're discussing the security and safety over there, which is good. It is. It's good. My guess is they'll probably be saying, okay, now the Muslims will be able to come in and their leaders will okay it, and they'll start going back up onto the Temple Mount. And the first thing I thought of was, of course, like many of us, I'm sure, was 1 Thessalonians 5. For when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh. And the first thing that I thought of was back in April. And I have talked about this before. This is one of the only things that I can legitimately and 100% guaranteed say was shown to me by the Lord. God showed me this. And this was on April 6th of 2017. It was on Drudge all day long, which he never does. He never keeps things up there all day long. And we can go on to the Drudge archive. If you know where to find that, there is an archive, drudgereportarchives.com, and we go back to April 6th. That image was up from midnight, basically. This is Greenwich Mean Time. It was up basically a full day. This image. Full day. And the article that it was related to had absolutely nothing to do with this level of an image. It's a wicked image. And I've showed you this many, many times. Revelation 9:11, and there was a king over them. And there is a king in this nuclear explosion, as clear as day. And in that king is the demon locust Apollyon king. Not to mention the demons flying around disguised as clouds. The oil rigs. The wishbone cloud. I showed you all this, and it is just downright freaky. And I know that this is being verified by the Lord, because he told me to tell you a little bit about myself today. And I said, like what? And he told me, he said, you started this channel, or I should say, he started this channel 6 years ago. 6 years ago. And I never came to know Jesus until a year and a half ago. Not even. And started making videos in November. So what's that have to do with anything? It's hard to explain, but if we go to, what is it? Is it Peter? No. We go to John. John 21. And this is after Jesus has been crucified and resurrected, and he appears again to the disciples at the Sea of Tiberias. When Peter and some of the guys are gone out fishing, and they caught nothing all night. And in the morning, they see Jesus is standing on the shore, but they don't know it's him. And he tells them, hey, you got any fish? And they said, no. And he said, cast your net over the right side of the ship, and ye shall find. And he cast it, and they dragged it in, and they could barely pick it up. And Peter realizes it's Jesus. He swims to shore, and they all come in with the fish, and they meet him. And the funny thing is he says, bring the fish which ye have caught. And they went up and drew the net full of great fishes, and 153 there were so many fish. And he made it very clear to me when he showed me this next thing here. The last 25 years of my life, I've lived in the greater Boston area. I'm from Boston. And I made the move about 4 years ago north, and I said, I'm out of here. And I moved up to Maine. I found a little place, and I love it, and I'm in heaven on earth, as good as it can be. He's blessed me immensely. But my house is pretty much on this map. I ain't going to tell you where it is, but look at the main road that I live literally right off of. 153. That's not an accident, and he showed that to me. He said, look at this. 153. So, okay, big deal, right? I thought it was kind of cool. It is cool. I'm no special. And then he says, how many days are from that explosion that I showed you on April 6th till today? It's 111 days. What does 111 represent? It represents to me the Trinity. The Trinity of Father, Son, and Spirit, right? And down here, the occurrence in the Bible never shows up as 111, but it does show up as 666, 777, and 222. And the word judge is used 111 times. And I've been showing you for a long time. Now, he told me to take the date of that image, 4/6/17, and look it up. Look it up in the the words here. I don't even know what you call it. The Bible dictionary. So I look up 4/6/17. In the Greek, it means sift or a sieve. And in the Hebrew, it's a reply or an answer. That's what hit me, because I've been praying to him for an answer to what to do. And then he said, go to your birthday word or number here, which is 4/6/67. And that means Smyrna, of all things. Smyrna. 4/6/67 means Smyrna. And it's the only occurrence. We find it in Revelation. Right? Revelation 2. Revelation 2. And the angel of the church at Smyrna write, these are the words of the first and last, who was dead and came to life. I know your affliction and your poverty, even though you are rich. I know the slander on the part of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Do not fear what you're about to suffer. Okay? What have I been talking about for the last month? The Jews, the temple, the Jews who say they are Jews but are not, the synagogue of Satan. And this image lands 111 days, judge. And on the Tisha B'Av is 119 days from this. 119. Revelation 9:11. I don't know what else to tell you. This vision, this image, I see off of the coast of California, but that doesn't mean that when they say sudden destruction, that it's just, to one area, to one place. I think you're going to see some destruction here, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm trying to tell you, brothers and sisters. It really is. 9/11 is coming up in 8 days? In this time frame we're in right now, I would be in such hardcore prayer. I would be following Jesus and cleaving to him with every speck of my energy you can muster. Because this stuff is upon us. It truly, truly is. And it's going to come. And I ain't no scare tactic person. I don't care. You wouldn't believe the things that are linked to all this. I have links to this 926 wing, space wing, that their purpose is to mimic, replicate a wide array of terrestrial and space threats. And I'll show you later how I connected to this. It's just insane. But it's beautiful in its own way. But from that image that I saw on Drudge that I know is from God himself, he showed me that. To Tisha B'Av, 119, 9/11. I'm telling you, this is what he's telling me. Something is coming. Whether it's spiritual or actual physical, I do not know. But peace and grace to all of you. Many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,